Welcome to Korean Cinema Channel. Today I would like to send you the following news.
Once admired as a golden couple in the short drama world, Duong and Luc Dan Dong's breakup came as a shock to fans, and what followed was even more surprising. Once known for their sweet chemistry both on and off screen, the two went from lovers to rivals, openly turning against each other after their relationship fell apart. The reason behind their split, according to close sources, was a growing imbalance in the relationship. Luc Dan Dong, focused heavily on his rising career, began prioritizing work over their time together. He often missed important dates and left Mie feeling emotionally neglected. On the surface, everything looked perfect, but behind closed doors, silence and misunderstandings grew. What truly broke the trust was a private phone call Mie overheard, where Luc Dan Dong referred to their relationship as a stepping stone during a conversation with his manager. For Mie, who had given her heart genuinely, it felt like betrayal. Confrontation followed, words were exchanged, and wounds were cut deep after the breakup. Subtle jabs turned into open social media posts filled with cryptic captions and veiled accusations. What started as love had now transformed into bitterness. Fans took sides, and the once beloved dream couple became a trending topic for all the wrong reasons. In the end, their story serves as a reminder: fame, ambition, and love don't always mix well. Behind the glamour lies the vulnerability of real human emotions. And sometimes, even the most beautiful love stories come with painful endings. Recently, Luc Dan Dong's fall from grace has been nothing short of dramatic, like a small pebble plunging into deep water, but stirring up waves big enough to shake the entire pond. Not only did it cause a splash, but it also dredged up some murky secrets from the past that many thought were long buried. His downfall came at rocket speed, faster than anyone could have imagined. One moment he was standing tall in the limelight, the next he was spiraling straight down, like a rocket misfired and crashing back to Earth. The once celebrated actor found himself at the center of controversy, with old accusations resurfacing and private matters exposed. What made things worse was his arrogant attitude during the storm. Instead of handling things with grace or humility, he added fuel to the fire with indirect jabs online and careless interviews. Netizens, already displeased by how things ended with Duong Mie, weren't about to let him off the hook. The online backlash intensified, with fans digging deeper and uncovering incidents that painted a less than flattering picture of the once adored idols. For Duong Mie, although heartbroken, she remained composed and dignified. Her silence spoke volumes, earning her even more respect. In contrast, Luc Dan Dong's image continued to crumble, bit by bit. Sometimes, when the mask slips, the truth is hard to ignore, and no matter how high someone climbs, if the foundation is shaky, the fall is only a matter of time. Hidden marriage, domestic violence, faked illness, scandal after scandal, Luc Dan Dong has practically become the poster boy for disgrace. What once seemed like isolated rumors gradually snowballed into an avalanche of allegations, each one more damning than the last. At first, onlookers treated it like any other celebrity drama. The online crowd, ever eager for gossip, joked round with the "don't believe everything you eat with your melon" attitude, watching the chaos unfold with glee. But no one expected what came next. Out of nowhere, his ex-girlfriend Duong Mie delivered a stunning blow, a backhand slash that left no room for denial. In a bold and chilling Weibo post, she dropped a series of undeniable receipts, screenshots, voice recordings, and even medical reports. Every word, every piece of evidence hit like a thunderclap, exposing the dark truth behind Luc Dan Dong's carefully crafted public image. And just like that, Luc Dan Dong was officially done for. His fall from grace was so complete, even trying to save face seemed laughable. Redemption? Out of reach. He was now buried deep in the mud of public condemnation. To think, there was once a time when Luc Dan Dong and Duong Mie were the darlings of the short drama world. A perfect match, adored by millions. Their on-screen chemistry was unmatched, and off-screen, they seemed inseparable. But as the saying goes, a mask may hide the face, but not the truth, and in this story, the truth came crashing down, leaving behind a tale not of romance, but of betrayal, strength, and painful awakening. After the breakup, Luc Dan Dong and Duong Mie went their separate ways, each like a bird flying to its own sky. Mie eventually found solace and genuine affection in Yulong, a relationship that brought her warmth and peace. But instead of blessings, what followed was an online storm. Luc Dan Dong's fan base erupted, launching a barrage of insults and fabricated rumors, accusing Duong Mie of cheating and being unfaithful. The vitriol was relentless. And the most shocking part, Luc Dan Dong, fully aware of the truth, chose to stay silent. He neither clarified nor defended her. He simply vanished into the background, letting the slander grow unchecked. His indifference was chilling, a kind of emotional cruelty that went beyond the usual scumbag behavior. It was as if he had mastered the art of detachment, watching someone he once loved be torn apart, just to keep his own image clean. But karma, as they say, never forgets an address. Now, Luc Dan Dong has fallen hard. Caught drinking alone at a small bar in Hae-in, disheveled and slouched over a bottle, he looked like a man defeated by his own choices. Some say it's poetic justice, what goes around, comes around, yet, the most baffling part of this saga remains his sick leave act. Not long ago, he publicly claimed to suffer from a severe lung infection, allegedly admitted to the ICU 3 times, painting a near-death picture that tugged at the public's heartstrings. And now? He's out drinking, laughing, and chain-smoking like nothing ever happened. No trace of the fragile man on the brink of death, just another carefully crafted illusion shattered under the weight of reality. Naturally, all of this raises one burning question: did Luc Dan Dong exaggerate his illness just to gain sympathy? Because anyone who's truly stared death in the face tends to emerge more reverent toward life, not puffing smoke and toasting the night away. The whole situation reeks of theatricality, a drama within the drama. So let's peel back the layers. Why would a short drama actor go to such lengths to craft a frail and tragic persona? The answer lies in the unspoken rules of today's entertainment battlefield, where traffic is king and virality is the currency of survival. In the cutthroat world of short dramas, a red ocean saturated with talent and content, merely having decent acting chops isn't enough. To truly stand out, one needs a hook, a narrative that captures attention instantly. And what's more compelling than the tale of a beloved star who nearly died and fought their way back to life? It's a textbook move, a bold marketing tactic that dances on the edge of manipulation. But when that tactic is built on deception, it turns from clever to contemptible. It betrays the fans who believed. It drains the credibility he spent years building. And worse, it blurs the boundary between the actor as performer and the person as product, reducing genuine human struggles to marketable gimmicks. And then, there are the fans. Why did Luc Dan Dong's fan base turn so viciously on Duong? Some say it was blind loyalty. Others believe it was emotional displacement. They couldn't accept their idol's fall, so they looked for someone to blame. Would you like me to continue exploring the psychology behind the fan attacks, or transition into how Duong handled the backlash with grace and strength? This all stems from a deep-rooted mindset in fan culture, the protect the cub instinct. To some fans, idols are sacred and untouchable. Anyone who dares to offend them must pay the price. Such irrational emotions can easily be manipulated by those with hidden agendas, spiraling into full-blown. But let's be fair, fans are human too. They have their own beliefs, values, and boundaries. When an idol's carefully crafted persona collapses and the illusion shatters, fans often feel disillusioned and betrayed. Luc Dan Dong's recent scandal is the perfect example. Many former diehard supporters decisively walked away, turning from fans to mere onlookers. His downfall reveals more than just personal failure. It highlights several chronic issues within the short drama industry. With a low entry threshold, the field is flooded with creators of uneven quality. To stand out, many resort to flashy, over-the-top tactics and manufactured drama. But this kind of hype fire is like a mirage, bright, fleeting, and ultimately hollow. If we shift the spotlight away from Luc Dan Dong's soap opera mess, a bigger picture emerges: a twisted obsession with traffic, a fan culture on edge, and a wildly unregulated industry spiraling into chaos. Yes, traffic brings opportunities, but it should never be chased at any cost. Yes, fan love is priceless, but it should never be weaponized. And yes, the short drama world has huge potential, but true growth can't come from sacrificing integrity for momentary fame.
Thank you for watching my channel. See you in the next videos. Thanks.